scared to leave you, but I know I need to. I know I need to. I'm scared to leave you, but I know I need to. I know I need to.
If you've never seen my content, you probably wonder what I do. I be trading. If you haven't got no clue about that, you should be scrolling into my content and see what I'll be posting about. But yeah, this channel is basically for me to like post whatever comes to my mind. Really, I don't be taking it crazy serious or any of my socials. But yeah, I just post a lot of trade related content, perspectives, entrepreneurship, just basically mindset design and all that. If you don't like the sliding, I'm gonna close this. And it's actually also a memory journal. Like I wanna document my time on this planet and be able to look back on everything and be like, yeah, you know what? I did some things, eh? Like Abu Dhabi today, the sun is shining differently, but I'm gonna close up. It's just a bit bright. Call me nocturnal, but I prefer to work in like some form of darkness. Prefer this lighting for sure. Yeah, so I basically turned off, closed all the curtains because it was way too bright. But yeah, I won't be trading today, obviously, because it's Saturday. But I will be going through the main title of this of this video. Yeah, the title says 3K, 3 bands. This was my first ever prop firm payout. I'm quite new to the prop firm space, but yeah, I used to be a full margin athlete, as I've mentioned in my other video as well. Like I'm South African, so if you know anything about South African traders, they're back at home. You'll see a person putting in like, let's say $100 and then like just full margin the whole thing, basically just bar codes. But yeah, that's how it goes back there, and that's how I used to trade as well. But I'm quite new to the prop firm space, and I did get my first payout. The title says 3,000K. It's not 3,000K, brother. It's 371 euros. But yeah, I know you people love numbers. You guys love the YouTube video that's gonna say how I got my 1 million payout. I got you, bro. Baited you into clicking into this. It's not 3.7K. It's 371, which is quite solid for a first ever payout though. Like, I did blast the account shortly after. I did blast the account shortly after, but as a part of the game, obviously, I have the skill to get another one out. In the process of getting another one right now. I'm gonna insert a little clip in there. But yeah, my perspective on prop firm accounts is completely, yeah, like I'm so new to prop firm trading, but I'm getting the hang of it. Like I'm enjoying it. It's so new to me. Like I'm really enjoying it. I only started getting to prop firms no, at the end of last year and beginning of this year. I started December and then I passed my first one. Which was actually quite surprising, passing my first one like so fast, but I did. Because the skill's there, bro. Come on, like I do be grinding. I do be putting in the work, so the results have to obviously be there. I do be like journaling and stuff. Literally today, it is Saturday. I won't be trading, as I said, but this is the journal I put all my trades into. Like every single trade that I put in, I like to manually write it and go through exactly what went wrong. And following a system is like my main priority. It doesn't matter if a trade hits TP or stop loss. Like that's not even close to my concern. My main concern is that, did I follow the system? Did I follow the rules? Did I do this? Did I do that? Did I do this? Did I do that? Like that's the only thing that matters. So I will be putting in like a mini trade breakdown that I took. Like I don't know exactly when, but it's just a clip. Actually, this video has been pending for a minute. Like I made the first bit of it and didn't necessarily post it or anything, but yeah, the first intro was made like a while back. But also there's a little trade breakdown that I'll also add in this video. This is basically the trade. As you can see, I could actually enter another sell there because it is in line with like my whole analysis, but that's just crazy, putting in a buy and then immediately selling after. So I put in my position over here. It was meant to be a lighting. I think I pulled out over here. Yeah, like right around over here in this fair value gap. But yeah, it was meant to be like a light position. I was actually just testing out my new account, and everything worked out pretty well. I also wanted to give some advice to anyone who feels like they're struggling in trading, like waiting for your big breakthrough, doubting yourself, doubting your actual skill as a trader. The one thing that I've come to realize over like quite a long period of time is that the biggest difference, like the only difference between you and your favorite forex trader that you see online, or the traders that you look up to in general, the biggest difference is simply capital. Like, it's simply capital. There's not much of a difference between yourself. If you can consistently make money in the markets and you know that you can be profitable, the only difference between you and that lifestyle, that lifestyle is over glorified, to be honest. But yeah, it's cool to see the Rolexes, the fast cars and all this, but it feels quite pointless, to be honest. It's great to make money and have money to do all those things, but yeah, I'm getting sidetracked right now. But the main difference between you and those traders is simply capital. They were simply able to endure the struggle of going through a prop firm challenge, fat pit. Wow. You see, the only difference between you and them is that they were simply able to endure the struggle and the pain of going through. They didn't give up when going through the whole process of doing prop firm challenges and trying to get this high level of capital, because that's the main difference between you and them. You don't have that leverage to play around with. You have your own funds that you put into the markets. As of right now, you can see since around 2020 up until now, there's been a lot more funded traders because they understand the game is that, listen, my own capital is not going to make much of a difference. If you're going to put in €1,000 into your account, you're not going to change your life. You're not going to change your life at all. So you need to be chasing the high capital while it's still here. And that's another point you need to address. That's another point I need to address. Like, while these prop firms are still here, you need to charge at them and seize the opportunities right now, because we don't know how long these prop firms are going to be around. But yeah, so it's quite simple. Like, you may be a trader right now. You may be looking at yourself thinking, damn, I'm not as successful as this trader. I'm not as successful as that trader. But the only difference is the capital. The amount of money they're playing around with. They still take losses. Every single trader takes a loss, just as how you taking your losses in your €100 account. Only difference is leverage. They have a high amount to play around with. You don't. They can hit 2% on a 200K account, be comfortable and still be fine, like be able to live day to day without over risking, without doing too much. The pressure of not going for prop firms is actually different. Like, when you trading your own capital, you actually setting yourself up in such a situation where you setting yourself up basically for failure, because the money that you're making from your own funds, it won't be enough to make any significant difference in your life. So just that simple fact, you try to push more. And one thing we should all understand about the markets, the second you try to push the markets, you done. I've done it multiple times. You push the market, you nudge it just a little too much, it will show you flames. You will blast your account, it will take all your money. So because you trade in such a low amount, you're trying to get a profit that's gonna like at least do something, like a €400 or something. Because you're doing that little urgency, that little push to just do more than you're doing right now, that's what's setting you back, and that's what's gonna make you lose money over and over and over. So my biggest advice is, if you actually want to, that's what I was doing back in the day. Like, look, I did manage to make quite a lot of money trading my own capital, but that's when I was still doing full margin, just full margin every single trade. but I had a system behind it in such a way that I'd only fund my account with an amount I'm ready to lose. There's some people who fund their accounts with full savings and think they're gonna consistently trade 1,000 euros into 10,000 euros. Like, it's doable, yes, but in what period of time? Like, are you trying to trade this thing for the next decade? Because that's kind of the vibe you will get from trying to do that. And if you don't do it over 10 years and you try to do it in a year, your money is gone. Consider it toast. It's all gone. Yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope it finds somebody, helps them. My content is not just gonna be about only trading. Like, I do a lot of things. I like editing videos, I like traveling, I like doing this, I like doing that. So yeah, my video is just gonna be a combination of whatever I want it to be, but I will obviously occasionally drop value and help people out, because I do want to help people out. Like, I have a lot of kids who message me and actually ask for advice on trading and like advice on like life. It's actually crazy. Like, I get these DMs quite a lot, and yeah, I hope this finds at least these people who do ask for that advice, because I never thought people would be like, especially the younger generation, they're just kids who are actually trying to make it out early, which is something great that like we didn't have we didn't even think about back then. Like, when I was 12, I wasn't even out here thinking about grinding like that. But the fact that there's a younger generation in so many regions, like people who reach out from me are from Egypt, and like these are regions that are primarily struggling. So if I know that I'm at least helping some kid out there in Egypt to like figure out trading, I even do it for free. Like, if you see my Instagram, you see that I do be giving out signals and everything for free. If those are able to help like some people who are in like lesser positions, I might say, like, not to degrade anyone or anything, but like in more dire situations, like let's say they live in a rural area or they don't have much opportunity, if these videos are kind of there to help them, then I'm actually happy if just one kid watches this and actually applies or thinks about what I'm saying, and like, you know. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Deuces.